Be confident, be bold, be authentic, but don't forget to take action. This is Ordinary to Badass, where our stories empower women to step into the spotlight of their own lives and pursue what they're truly passionate about. It's time to step into the arena and become more than just extraordinary. It's time to become a badass with your host, Marie Sonneman.
Welcome to Ordinary to Badass, episode number 117. In this episode, you are going to hear why Sarah Robinson is so badass. Did you check out the last episode? Sarah and I talked about mental health and faith and how she dealt with it and possibly how you can deal with it too. And also just about how you find a therapist and managing, the stuff that people are not talking about. So stay tuned to find out why Sarah Robinson is so badass. If you didn't listen to the last episode, either go back and listen right now or catch this quick recap episode where you hear why Sarah is so badass. And if it sounds interesting, then go ahead and go back and listen to Sarah's episode. I know that you won't regret it. It's so good. Okay, so before we get to the episode, I want to throw out a challenge, something new that I haven't really done before, but I would love for you to head over to iTunes and leave a 5-star rating and review, and then of course screenshot it and send it to me on Instagram at Ordinary to Badass, so that I can make sure to say thank you. So for the month of June, I am going to draw one winner, somebody who leaves a rating and review for the show, and give them the new badass glasses, which I'm so excited about. All right. So have you ever struggled with imposter syndrome? Well, if you don't know what that is, it's when that feeling of you're not enough, that you're not capable, that you don't have what it takes, or somebody might be a better fit than you. And a lot of us struggle with that. So these glasses are blue light glasses that you can wear at home, you can wear in the office. They're good for anything technology, but on the inside, on one side it has Ordinary to Badass, and on the other side it says, I am badass. Because sometimes we just need a little reminder. So it's kind of like the female version of Clark Kent. So you could be wearing these glasses, and there's all sorts of different colors, but you could be wearing these glasses and feel like empowered and when you need a reminder, you take off the glasses and you're going to see, I am a badass, because you are a badass. So it's about time that you believed it. And, the writing is small on there. Nobody else would even notice it but you. And it's just a daily reminder of your badassery. So I would love for you to enter to win. If you want a pair of those glasses for free, then definitely head on over to iTunes, leave a 5-star rating and review, and then screenshot it and send it to me on Instagram at Ordinary to Badass. So the month of June, this contest is going on, and then come July, I'm going to announce the winner. So I would love for you to do that. All right. With that, let's get to the episode. Welcome to Ordinary to Badass. Whether you feel ordinary or badass, I'm so glad you're here. Today, we are going to talk about 3 reasons why Sarah Robinson is so badass. Okay, the first reason why Sarah is so badass is because she started tough conversations. Second, she spoke up about what she went through. And third, she started a blog and did the work for 12 to 13 years before anything happened. Let's jump in. Okay, first, Sarah Robinson is so badass because she started tough conversations. She started the conversation between being a Christian and suffering with mental health issues. Other people weren't having those tough conversations, but she wanted to because she noticed a gap, or she was feeling something that nobody was talking about. I can only imagine, actually, how hard it could be for Sarah to start these tough conversations. Not only had she struggled with depression and like suicidal ideations, but then to start talking about it and being vulnerable, that's hard. It's like one of those things that you want to keep secret or you want to keep private, and it's so hard to share with other people because you're vulnerable and who knows what the heck they're going to say. But she started those conversations anyway. And maybe it wasn't just for her. It was because she knew other people needed to hear those conversations too. Or it wasn't a conversation that she had heard around her. So what conversations do you want to hear that you're not hearing anything about? What conversations do you think people should be having? I mean, come on. It's 2021. There's been a lot going on in 2020 and 2021. So having the tough conversations should be crucial because we want to progress as a society. And now more than ever is a time to have those tough conversations. How can things ever change if we say the same? If we don't talk about things? So have the tough conversations. Don't be afraid to start them. Or be afraid, feel a little bit of fear, and start them anyway. If it's your truth, maybe it's a conversation that should be had. And then who knows what kind of freedom can come from that. So be like Sarah, start the tough conversations. The second reason why Sarah Robinson is so badass is because she spoke up about what she went through. She could have kept to herself. She could have not told anybody and just kept all of her feelings to herself and not shared it with the world, right? How many people would have lost out? How many people would have been hurt or not got the help they needed because she didn't speak up? Because they thought they were alone in this world. They thought that nobody else was struggling. Maybe they're a Christian and they thought other Christians aren't struggling with mental health. It's just me. And then they would feel lonely, right? Or they would think that they're a bad Christian or they're not believing in God enough or doing this or that enough, not praying enough because they were having suicidal thoughts or feeling depressed or having mental health issues. Sometimes all it takes is for one person to speak up. And I know that sounds so cliche and it's something that we've heard, but do we believe it? And maybe you believe it, but are you implementing it? So speak up. Say your truth. Say what's going on with you. You don't have to create a blog about it. Like, yeah, it is hard putting your vulnerabilities, putting your stuff out on shout to the world, and anybody can say or do anything, so you don't have to do that. But maybe there's a community you're in that you could talk to, or a support group that you can sign up with, right? Or create your own Facebook group. That would be awesome, right? And it's not even anything like you don't have to have a business to create your own Facebook group. Where you see a gap, you can fill it. You can find your own community. And that's a great way to find your community is by starting your own Facebook group. All you do is facilitate conversations, right? So that's an option. But be willing to speak up. When something needs to be said, be the one to speak up or find a way to facilitate the conversation. You don't necessarily have to say all your deepest, darkest secrets right away, but you can be the one to facilitate the conversation. How badass would that be? Third reason why Sarah Robinson is so badass is because she blogged for like 12 to 13 years before anything ever happened, right? She had one blog for quite a while and then she ended up stopping doing what the blog she has now. I believe it's called Beautiful Between. And she just worked and blogged away, right? It's like my favorite thing. I always say be consistent and persistent. And that's what she did. She just kept plugging away. Like she had a fire in her belly and she was putting her work out there, putting information out there, helping other people. And she did this for 12 to 13 years. And then in the summer of 2018, when Anthony Bourdain died, she created a blog post. I love Jesus, but I want to die. And that's actually her book that she has now. That's the title of it. Because it went viral. It became so popular. And she was kind of nervous about putting that out there, right? But if she hadn't have put in that 12 to 13 years before, she wouldn't have got that result. So I know that you probably want the result now. You want the answer, the result. You want it now. I said this before, but it's like the little girl on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Charlotte Veruca? Veruca Salt? That's it. Veruca Salt, I think. Okay. And she's like, I want the Loompa Loompa now, Dottie. And of course, I can't ever do that accent, so forgive me. But it's like, we want it and we want it now. But oftentimes, life doesn't work that way. It is slow going, right? And it's just about being consistent and persistent and keep going after your dreams. Keep going after the things that light you up. And who the heck knows what could come from that? When you think about it, why wouldn't you put in 13 years to do something you loved? Why wouldn't you put in 50 years, 100 years? We often put a time limit on it, like, 2 years. It's not where I want it. I must not be any good. But it's like, no. The badasses are doing the work. Whatever it is they love. It could be your hobby. It can be whatever. It's like they are just putting in the work. I don't want to say day in and day out because it doesn't have to be every single day. They're just consistently showing up and doing the work. And then that's what leads to like the badassery and the good stuff and the fun results, right? But if you don't keep after it and become okay with failure, or our definition of failure doesn't mean it's really failure, but if it's something you love doing, just do it. Like, pour your heart into it and spend 13 years on it. Spend 20 years on it. Spend a lifetime on it. I don't know about you, but like there's the things that we do that for me, like it makes me so happy. And then I put a result on it that I'm expecting some result, and then all of a sudden it's like, meh. Like that doesn't make me as happy because I don't hit the result. Although just the act of doing the thing makes me happy. So do it messy. Show up messy. Just do the things you love without an expectation of it being perfect. Perfection is boring. Perfection is a letdown. So let's stop aiming for perfection. Let's just start doing the work and making it a lifetime of work and being okay with that. But make it about the work or the thing you love, right? Which probably doesn't feel like work, as opposed to the end result. Because expectations can be messy, or they make things messy. They don't make them fun. So what in your life are you not pursuing because you felt like it took too long? Or you were worried it would take you 12 to 13 years or a lifetime, but it lights you up. Take a page from Sarah Robinson's book. Show up, do the work. Who cares if it takes 12 to 13 years for a blog post to go viral? Many people don't get a blog post to go viral, by the way. So just show up and do the work. Who cares if it's messy? Put it out there. Just keep showing up. Just keep doing you. Do the thing you love. Do the thing that lights you up, makes you passionate. I feel like I just got on a soapbox a little bit there, but I just think we have an unrealistic expectation of how quickly things should move. And we forget that something we love could really light us up. So like, I could listen to music and sing and dance and be awful, which I am at both of them, right? And have a blast doing it, sucking, and have no expectation on it, which I'm trying to do nowadays. But for a long time, I blocked that out of my life. I wouldn't sing, I wouldn't dance because I have a horrible singing voice and I sure cannot dance. But like, who cares? Who cares? Call me William Hung. I cannot sing. But who cares? I'm not trying to go for a competition, right? All right. In summary, 3 reasons why Sarah Robinson is so badass. she started tough conversations. 2, she spoke up about what she went through and shared her experience. 3, she blogged and did the work for 12 to 13 years before seeing any results. Sarah Robinson, my hero, such a badass, and she's like so sweet. So you could call her an undercover badass, but I think she's a total badass because she just like is a powerhouse. She just pushes through, powers through, but with like self-care in there, right? Because she's taking care of herself, doing all the things. So I think Sarah is such a badass. Now I'm going to reiterate, which I often do. Let's share with Sarah how badass she is. What takeaways did you have from her episode? What did you think was badass that she shared? What helped you in your journey? Head on over to Instagram and share it with me. Take a screenshot of this episode and share it with me at Ordinary to Badass. And then, of course, share it with Sarah at SarahJRBNSN. So it's kind of Sarah Robinson abbreviated, but SarahJRBNSN. So share what your takeaways were, what she taught you, what she helped you with, something you never thought about, or how she changed your thinking in a certain way and it helped you. Definitely want to hear your takeaways and what she helped you with on Instagram. All right. With that, I will wrap this up here. Don't forget to head on over to iTunes, leave a 5-star rating and review, take a screenshot or a picture of it, and send it to me on Instagram at Ordinary to Badass. So that way you can possibly win a prize that I'm going to draw out a name at the end of this month or at July 1st or the first episode after July 1st. I will share who the badass winner is of the imposter syndrome glasses, the glasses that help you feel more badass. With that, we'll end our show. To all the badass women out there staying in the arena, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, own it and get after it.
Now that you've listened to this episode of Ordinary to Badass, we want to hear from you. Go to our website, ordinarytobadass.com/podcast, and submit your own experience on how you took your life from ordinary to badass and get the chance to be on a future spotlight episode of the show. That's ordinarytobadass.com/podcast. While you're waiting for the next episode of the show, wipe off the sweat, dust off the dirt, and get back in the arena.